Okay, welcome all to this special town council meeting, Thursday, April 10th, 2025. I'm sorry, Chad, are you all set? Good. Let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can we have a roll call, Audrey?
Mike Joseph?
Yes.
Dale Macklin?
Yes.
Fran Hudson?
Yes.
Doris LaBranch?
Yes.
Adam Lind?
Yes.
Lee Trahan?
Yes.
And Jeff West?
Here.
Do we have any disclosures of conflicts of interest this evening? I see none. Under old business, order number 2025, authorization for the town council chair to sign the attached amended employment contract with Stephen Susi to serve as town manager for a term of 3 years. Do we have anyone from public that would like to speak first?
Good evening, I'm Stephanie Subach, Goodrich Lane, Winslow. I just wanted to share a perspective as I am a former federal government hiring manager and to give, I'm not sure if folks are familiar with that type of process, but just want to share my perspective on what I've seen here. And I'm very happy with what I've seen here going on with the town council. In terms of the actual selection process, I was astounded that Mr. Susi essentially allowed his contract negotiations to be a public event, as he did not have to do so, and I have to give him a lot of credit for that. After hearing the pretty in-depth presentation from MMA at the last special town council meeting outlining the details of the selection process and everything, it showed me that it was comparable with the process that I have used for years in the federal government, where there had been an independent organization, if you will, and an interview community. So I saw a lot of parallels there. So it definitely meant something to me. And what the general public may not appreciate, the details that MMA gave is above and beyond what I could even imagine. I mean, there's so many personal identifiable information and private details that are not allowed to be released to the general public. I mean, to me, it was almost right on the line, depending on how you interpret that. So I appreciate the transparency and everything that occurred here. So just want to appreciate that. In terms of fiscal responsibility, I just want to comment again briefly on the compensation. I believe $95,000 is an appropriate salary, definitely, given the responsibility and the importance of the position to the town. So I think that's pretty spot on. I think a $5,000 bonus after the probationary period is kind of typical from what I've seen, in federal. It depends on the position, certainly, and the level of responsibility. The one thing that I've kind of seen that I think is a bit excessive, albeit you lowered the second year salary performance increase from 7% to 5%. My opinion is 5% still is too high. If the council approves the recommended COLA for non-union employees at 3.4%, which is this year, I think that would be more in line with all non-union employees receiving that level of COLA. And then if the contract expressed just whatever the approved COLA is for the second year, that would be the COLA for that year. And just to give you some things to compare it against, this year federal employees received on an average 2% this year, for a COLA. And if you look at Social Security recipients and military retirees, they receive 2.5%. I know it's not apples and apples exactly. Folks are retired versus folks that are actively supporting, whether it's a federal level or municipal type government activity, but I just wanted to put those numbers out there. The other thing is the benefits package is tremendous. I wish I had a 9% match when I was a federal employee. I might have been able to retire even earlier, because the feds typically only get about 5% matching, and that's typically you got to put in 10 to get 5. So the 9% is a very attractive retirement system that's being offered. The one thing I had true problem with, and I'm a stickler with contracts and fiscal responsibility. The last sentence in that compensation paragraph truly left it to be unbounded, which troubled me. And I'll just read it in case you folks in general aren't familiar with it. It says, quote, "The town manager may be provided with additional or further compensation above the base salary as may be voted on by the town council from time to time based upon its annual performance evaluation and review of the town manager." I'm not suggesting this would occur, but it essentially allows contractually the town council to have open-ended spending authority in terms of giving performance increases, bonuses, et cetera. My opinion, that should never be in any employment contract. I'm not singling out this one in particular. So I just wanted to make my concerns known because it does not limit the taxpayers' financial liability for the town in that statement. So other than that, congratulations. You're going to be very busy. I read that budget package pretty thoroughly. You got a lot of work. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Sir?
If I may. Audra, are we using the timer?
I thought of that as she was talking. Are we keeping
Sure.
track of it? I know last time we kind of let them go over.
Judy Carey, Frawley Street. First of all, I want to thank my council representative for responding quickly to an email I sent last week addressing my concerns about the hiring of Mr. Susi. Thank you. I don't personally know Mr. Susi, but I must say that I still have some reservations. As you can tell from my gray hair, I am a senior citizen and well past middle age and teetering on the edge of elderly, although my family would say that I've already taken the plunge. My greatest concern for this town has always been and will always be that we provide the highest quality of education to our children. And no, I don't have any children of my own and thus no grandchildren. I have been an educator for 45 years, but never in the public sector and thus never for the Winslow School District. But I am very much pro-public school funding and I will always support our school budget. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if I recall right, Mr. Susi was very much opposed to the school budget last year, and to tell you the truth, that just doesn't sit well with me. Thus, my concern. I hope that within the next 3 years, Mr. Susi will be able to dissipate my concern by being a strong advocate for our students and our school staff. I hope that he fights for the highest quality of education for our children just as hard as he bravely fought for our country. I hope that Mr. Susi can keep these 3 leadership qualities in the forefront of his mind. 1, that he becomes a great listener. 2, that he practices the art of compromise. And 3, that he becomes, if he isn't already, open-minded, which of course is the hardest of all 3. I hope he becomes the kind of town manager that is an advocate for all students, no matter their economic situation, their abilities and disabilities, no matter their behaviors, and most importantly, I hope he will become tolerant toward those students whose lifestyles and beliefs differ from his. From this day forward, I hope he can support our school budget by trusting that the school administrators know what their students require to eventually become responsible and productive adults. Many of us have invested in our future with 401ks, which are quickly getting depleted these days. So let's make sure we keep investing in the lives of our children. Thank you, sir, for your service, and thank you, council, for your time.
Thank you very much.
Is there anybody else? I see no further discussion. Council, would you like to go into discussion?
Gotta move it first.
I'm sorry?
You need to move it. Somebody needs to move it
Oh,
first.
sorry.
Be moved and seconded first.
Motion to move,
I second it.
discussion.
Through the chair.
Go ahead.
The only thing I have to say is my vote tonight has nothing to do with the candidate.
It has to do with the flawed process that occurred. There were lead applications that were allowed to be taken. All recommendations made by MMA were ignored. So that is what is based on my vote. What my vote is based on.
Any other discussion? No further discussion? Take a roll call vote.
Doris LeBranch,
Yes.
Adam Lint,
Yes.
Lee Trahan,
No.
Jeff West,
No.
Mike Joseph,
Yes.
Dale Macklin,
No.
and Fran Hudson.
Yes.
Motion passes 4-3.
Welcome, Mr. Susi, as our new town manager.
Thank you very much. I just want to read just a brief statement. Thank you all for coming tonight and supporting me in whichever way. I'd like to thank the council for the opportunity to serve our community. To the dedicated Winslow staff working throughout our town, I appreciate your constant commitment to excellence, and I look forward to meeting and collaborating with each of you. To my fellow residents, thank you for your support. I will not let you down. I am committed to serving tirelessly to ensure the highest standards of service across all departments, as we always have. My focus will be on stabilizing taxes through fiscal responsibility, fostering transparent governance, and implementing strategic planning that embraces community engagement. Together as a team, we will ensure that both residents and businesses have opportunities to thrive while persevering and preserving our small town charm that makes us proud to call Winslow home. Thank you very much.
We have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?